Hey everybody, it's Joric. Welcome back to the channel. I hope you're doing well. If you're new, I'm glad you found me. I like to talk about moving to and living in Portugal as well as Europe travel news. If you're returning, you know that's what I do, and I thank you for your continued support. It means a lot to me. Today, I want to give you a video on some grand plans or some thoughts that are in the planning stage here in Portugal on adding more high-speed rail trains to the current system that's in place. And I just want to give you an overview of what's going on right now, because if you're thinking in the future, now this is long term in the future, if this actually happens, it will help greatly the ability, reduce the time to get from one city to another, but also help the infrastructure as a whole, I think. Now, some of you, if you've come to Portugal or if you're currently living in Portugal, you may have used the Alpha Pendular line. It's a high speed train that goes Porto, Lisbon, the Algarve. And they're looking to add additional train lines, so it would be even faster trains that would get you to Lisbon from Porto or down to the Algarve faster or more quickly than the Alpha Pendular right now. And they're looking to add additional cities that would be part of the high speed line, as well as getting spots in Spain. So it would really help connect from a high speed perspective trains from Portugal into Spain. And then if you're looking to get into France, Germany, Italy, whatever, it would be a little more expedition and save you some time as opposed to the current system, because we've used a regular train line to get into Spain, and then from there we've been able to use some higher speed trains. So this is a great thought, I think, if you're thinking about moving or living in Portugal down the road. This isn't something that's going to happen right away. The planning stages says that it could take up till 2050 for this, if it goes as planned and as originally designed, for it to all be done and constructed. So that's a long time, but it is good news if they actually are able to move forward with it, I think. They're even considering adding another bridge, so there'd be a third bridge across the Tagus that would be a train line bridge. So it would be near, projected to be near the Vasco da Gama bridge, so it would connect the Lisbon, east side of Lisbon, let's say Orient train station, if you're familiar with that, going across the Tagus. It would get you into the Alentejo region and maybe across to Spain or down to the Algarve a little faster than right now, a system that you have to go through or underneath the April 25th bridge into the Almada, Costa de Caparica area, and then east into the Alentejo and then south. So right now, just in the planning stage, they're looking to get some public comments and review, but hopefully some combination of this will be able to be put in force, hopefully in the next year or two, and then they start building this out. Now, when I say that, I'm excited to hear this, but then I've also heard from those of you commenters that are local Portuguese that said, hey, for 20, 25 years now, they've talked about a new airport, and there's a new location and then it dies, and then there's another new location and then it dies. And just in the 3 years that we've been in Portugal, there have been multiple locations mentioned, everything from expanding the current airport to building out secondary sites or creating a brand new airport in different locations. But it's always talked, but it's never actually come to fruition. So I hope the train line, adding more high-speed train options throughout Portugal as it becomes a growing center for expats or a destination for those of us that want to live in Europe, and then connecting more lines into Spain. I think that that's a good idea, and I hope that they do that. And I hope that as what's been produced in some news articles, they end up doing it, because I think it will benefit all of us as the Portuguese as well as us foreigners in the long run. I just hope it doesn't take till 2050 for the last of it to be done, but we'll see. And I also hope that it's more than just talk, like the never-ending talk of when will Lisbon expand or create a new airport. I hope this actually has more traction. So I wanted to get you on the latest what may be coming for many of us that are living, or those of you looking to move to Portugal, come to expect in the future. Hopefully, this will take off and actually start happening in the coming years. As always, thank you so much for watching and enjoy your travels.